I think that, in any audience, you'll find left and right. But here's the thing, the military, if you're a soldier, you have to stay apolitical. You just have to. And one of the things that the military's counterintelligence branch found, they took a close look at a pair of Canadian Rangers as early as 4 years ago, and they discovered that these Rangers were involved in a far-right organization. And the Department of National Defense allowed them to keep serving. And I think partially one of the reasons why the Department of Defense allowed them to keep serving is because if you pull that thread on that sweater, you're going to find that you won't have a military left. I think that there's racism rampant in the Canadian military. And honestly, and I knew that already, but I'm like, what do you do about it? I don't know.
I remember talking to a friend who was in the militia, and he used to have a Christmas party at and I think we talked about this before, if I remember. He used to have a party at the armory. And I was talking to a young Black captain there, and I asked him, so what is the percentage of Yahoos to, I don't want to say decent people, but that's essentially what I implied.
I think once you throw Yahoo out there, I think decent people is probably assumed.
Yeah, like, guys that aren't going to go out there and headhunt people they think are, inferior, right? And
someone who's not showing up after maneuvers with a bandolier of ears.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And while I wouldn't quite take it that far, the percentage that he gave me was 80% Yahoo to 20% decent folk. And on top of that said that the whatever the outfit coming out of Toronto is, whatever their designation, brigade or whatever, that they were not liked by the rest of the Canadian military because they were so diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of the military, these young guys, small towns, and also a lot of the military come out of Nova Scotia, and Nova Scotia has for over a century had a problem with race and racism.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting because I'm seeing a lot of parallels between the military and the police, and it's like I'm trying to be like, oh, how can we ever solve the racial tension between the police? And it's again, it's not going to happen. I understand, but then I'm thinking, and I think it was you, Moody, and you really said something very intelligent before. And at one point you said something intelligent. No, but it was about like the kind of people who become cops, right? And it's the same thing with military, and I think actually, and Lou as well. Like you guys were talking about, it's like men with guns. And that's sort of the problem. You take any man, you put them, you give them, but then what are cops? What is the military? It's usually men with guns, and I think there's a certain personality type that's drawn to. Hold on, I get to have a gun. I get like, and yeah, we need these people because there are other people who just want to break laws and invade us or whatever. So there is a need for police. There is a need for the military. But at the same time, the people who are drawn to protect us, right? And some of them really want to protect us. And I think some people just want to fuck shit up legally.
Mm-hmm. And
how do you extricate that personality from the job?
Yeah,
but that's the whole thing. I mean, part of the discussion around defunding the police isn't just like, yeah, fucking starve them. It's like, no, let them do the job they're supposed to do, which is protecting us and being the sort of that armed perimeter that we have. But we are sending them on these blind dates of horror where they're literally only showing up with one hammer and then everything in front of them looks like a nail. So you can't have them show up ready to start hitting things when we need social workers to do some of the jobs. We need infant care people to do some of the jobs. We need people who are well equipped to deal with the mentally ill and the handicapped and let them do their jobs. So it's not just starving the fuck out of the police. It is making sure that we're throwing money into the right areas.